morning, Year 2. It's Monday morning and it's time for English. I hope that you've had a fab weekend. The weather's been a bit rotten, hasn't it? I hope we get a little bit more sunshine this week so we can spend some time outside. Right, let's get started. Today, the date is Monday, the 8th of June, and I've popped it up on the screen there for you. You're going to need your purple books and something to write with. Have you got it? Brill. Right, you need to write Monday the 8th of June at the top of your next clean page, and you can pause the video while you're doing it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pause. Have you done it? Did you use your need to stand writing? Well done, everybody. Right. Today, we're going to start reading a new text together. So last week we read diaries. Can you remember? The diaries of the wombat and the kangaroo. And we also read a non-fiction text. But today we're going to read a different kind of text. It's called Animal Recipes. It's written by Ruth Mertens and it's illustrated by Jackie Abbey. Can you have a guess what we might find inside? What's this book going to be about? Yes, I think you've guessed it. It's a book of recipes. I could tell because the title says Animal Recipes, but also there's lots of pictures of food on the front and it looks delicious. Right, get comfy on your buttons and let's get reading together. Let's start down here at the left-hand side of the page.
I love jam tarts,
growled Grizzly Bear. Jam tarts. You will need pastry. Jam. You say the kind of jam, but bears do really like strawberry. Small amount of flour. What to do? 1. Roll out the pastry. 2. Cut out the tarts. 3. Place them in the tin. 4. Put a spoonful of jam in each tart. And there we go. There's a picture of the bears making their jam tarts. Delicious. My best thing to eat is cheesy toast, muttered Mouse. Cheesy toast. You will need bread, cheese. You say the kind of cheese, but Mouse loves cheddar. Tomatoes. What to do? 1. Take a thick slice of bread and butter it. 2. Grate the cheese. 3. Put a thick layer of grated cheese on the bread. 4. Put 3 slices of tomatoes on top. And 5. Grill for 3 or 4 minutes. Delicious. So on every page of this recipe book, we've got a little section that tells us about the ingredients, it tells us what we will need, and then it tells us what to do. That's really handy, isn't it?
Well, there's nothing better than crispy cakes,
barked Badger. Rice Krispie cakes, delicious. Here we go. Crispy cakes. You will need Rice Krispies, 100 grams of butter, 3 big spoons of hot chocolate, 2 big spoons of golden syrup. What to do? 1. Melt the butter over a low heat. 2. Add the chocolate and the golden syrup. 3. Stir well so there are no lumps. Badger says this is quite hard work. 4. Add 12 big spoons of Krispies or more and stir till they are all chocolatey. 5. Put dollops into each paper case. Tasty. Let's see what Hare says. I do like eggy bread, hummed Hare. Eggy bread. You will need slices of bread, eggs, Marmite. That's an interesting addition to eggy bread, isn't it? Marmite. What to do? 1. Take 3 eggs. 2. Whisk them well. Hare likes this job. 3. Soak the bread in the eggs. 4. Ask a grown-up to fry the bread on both sides. 5. Spread with Marmite. This book's full of tasty, delicious recipes, isn't it? Oh, now we've got a monkey. Banana yoghurt is really good, chattered the monkey. I wonder how you make banana yoghurt. Banana yoghurt. You will need bananas, Greek yoghurt, honey. What to do? Chop and mash the banana. Stir it into the yoghurt. 3. Drizzle honey over it. And here we have the giraffe. The giraffe says, "My best food is coleslaw," whispered Giraffe. I wonder what we'll need for coleslaw. Coleslaw, you will need carrot, beetroot or apple or cabbage, mayonnaise. What to do? 1. Grate the carrots and other vegetables or fruit. 2. Mix them up. 3. Spoon in mayonnaise. 4. Stir. Oh, and now we have a zebra. I'd quite like to try some of these recipes. Zebra says, "Smoothies are a nice drink," chuckled Zebra. And for a smoothie, you will need milk, strawberries, blueberries, apple, banana, raspberries, etc. You can have any kind of fruit in a smoothie, can't you? They are rather delicious. What to do? 1. Chop up or mash the fruit. 2. Add it to the milk. 3. Ask a grown-up to blend it. 4. Pour into glasses. 5. Add straw. Oh, and now we've got a frog.
I like making jelly, croaked Frog.
Jelly. You will need mixed fruit, apples, bananas, satsumas, strawberries, packet of jelly, boiling water. What to do? 1. Chop up the fruit. 2. Break up the jelly. 3. Ask a grown-up to add boiling water. 4. Stir jelly until the lumps have gone. 5. Pour the jelly over the fruit. 6. Leave to set. I can't imagine a frog using a kettle, can you? Which of those recipes would you like to eat? And why is that your favourite one? I'll give you a little minute to think. Go on then, tell me, which one's your favourite? Or why did you choose that one? My favourite recipe would be the cheese on toast. I love cheese, especially when it's all ooey and gooey and melted on the top of some crispy bread. Delicious. Right, so in that recipe book, there were lots and lots of verbs. So I don't know if you spotted them or not. Can you remember what a verb is? I'm going to put on my glasses and remind you. Remember? Verbs are doing words that like to swoop and fly like the birds. Singing, dancing, you can often add an ing like hop and dance and laugh and sing. Oh yeah. Did you remember? A verb is a doing word. It tells us what something is doing. Now, in the recipe book, there were lots of bossy verbs that told us what to do, like chop, stir, mix, put. Can you remember the name, the proper term for bossy verbs? We've learnt about it with Mrs. Fudge and Mrs. Jones. Can you remember it? They're called imperative verbs. Imperative verbs are bossy. Can you follow these imperative verb instructions? Ready? Stand. Jump. Dance. Hop. Well done. Right, here is a mini task, a mini challenge just for you. On the screen in front of you, there are 4 recipes. The first one is how to make jam tarts. That's this one. The second one is how to make cheesy toast, my favourite. The third one is how to make Rice Krispies. And the fourth one is how to make eggy bread. Here is your challenge. I would like you to read each recipe and then write down a list of the imperative verbs that you can see in your book or on paper. See if you can spot a couple now. Can you see any verbs that are telling us what to do? Okay, you can pause this video and go and write them down in your purple books. 1, 2, 3, pause. Have you done it? Great job. Now let's check. Let's see if we can see which verbs in these recipes are imperative verbs. There they all are. We've got roll out the pastry, cut out the tart, place them in the tin, put a spoonful of jam in each tart, put the tarts into the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. And then in the next recipe, we've got take, grate, put, and grill. In the Rice Krispie recipe, there is melt, add, stir, another add, and put. And in the eggy bread recipe, there is take, whisk, soak, ask, and spread. Did you get them? Brilliant, well done. Now here's a question. Have a look at the recipes. Where in the sentence do the bossy verbs, the imperative verbs, come? Do they come at the start of the sentence, in the middle, or at the end? Yes, you're right. They always come at the beginning of the sentence. Well done, good spot. Now it's your turn to do some writing. This is what you're going to do. You're going to write some sentences about what food and drink you think an animal of your own choice would like. So in the recipe book, we read what kind of food a monkey would like, what kind of food a zebra would like. Your job is to choose a new animal that is not in the animal recipes book. Maybe you could choose one of these. You could choose a giraffe, a pelican, a lion, a bat, a zebra, a snake, or a flamingo. Or you could come up with an animal all of your own. Have you got one? I'll give you a second to get one in your head. I've got one. Now, your second job is to think about some meals or dishes or foods that you think that animal might really enjoy. Now, you don't have to be realistic with this food. You can make it up. For example, in the wild, a lion might eat deer or gazelle, but you could say that the lion likes to eat a roast dinner, ice cream and strawberries. You can make up what you think your animal would like. Perhaps your animal could like your favourite meal, spaghetti bolognese or pasta carbonara or curry or whatever you like. Your third job is to explain why you think your creature would like those foods. Can you use the conjunction because to introduce your reasons? Now, I've had a go at this already, and this is what my sentence looks like. I think a lion would love to eat a huge roast dinner with lots of roast potatoes and parsnips Because they need a lot of energy for all their hunting and running around. I've noticed a spelling mistake on my work already. Did you spot it? Yes, it's here, isn't it? I've written or instead of of. When I go back and check my work, I'll make sure I change it. But I'll read it to you again. This is my sentence. I think a lion would love to eat a huge roast dinner with lots of roast potatoes and parsnips because they need a lot of energy for all their hunting and running around. Your fourth job is to write your sentence in your book or on paper. So you need to choose your animal, you need to choose the dish that they're going to eat, and you're going to write your sentence in your book or on paper. Your fifth task is to add some drawings to your page to show your animal and the food that it likes to eat. I love to see your illustrations. When you finish that, if you've got a little bit of extra time, there's a fun time extra for you to complete today. You could do the same thing for a different animal and different foods. Perhaps you could put together a recipe book of your own. Lots of different ideas about what different animals would like to eat. And what has been the nicest thing you have eaten today? Can you describe it? I had pancakes for my breakfast this morning, and on them I had maple syrup and blueberries. The maple syrup went all drippy and gooey, and the juice from the blueberries was sweet and delicious. I loved it. Right, boys and girls, I can't wait to see your work. Good luck and go and get busy. See you tomorrow. Bye.